Almost 1/3 of the land mass of the United States is owned by the federal government, with just a very, very small portion of that land, just a fraction, 1/2 of 1%. Would you believe that? We should hold a contest to charter up to 10 new cities and award them to the best proposals for development. In other words, we'll actually build new cities in our country again. These freedom cities will reopen the frontier, reignite American imagination, and give hundreds of thousands of young people and other people, all hardworking families, a new shot at home ownership and, in fact, the American dream. Another big opportunity is in transportation. Dozens of major companies in the United States and China are racing to develop vertical takeoff and landing vehicles for families and individuals. Just as the United States led the automotive revolution in the last century, I want to ensure that America, not China, leads this revolution in air mobility. These breakthroughs can transform commerce, bring a giant infusion of wealth into rural America, and connect families in our country in new ways.
And rather nasty things done to people who try to bring them out, up to and including killing them if necessary. I mean, it's suspected that Stan Meyer, who had a car that ran on water using a type of electrolysis, was killed. In fact, right before he collapsed, he says, "I've been poisoned and collapsed."
It's a major breakthrough that will no doubt make motorists happy. And as Ralph Robinson explains, the Pentagon is also showing lots of interest in this project.
He has developed what's called a water fuel cell. It has taken the place of his old gas tank. The water fuel cell breaks down water molecules into oxygen and hydrogen. The hydrogen is used to run his dune buggy.
I don't care if you use rainwater, well water, city water, ocean water. If you don't have any fresh water, go ahead and use snow. If you don't have any snow available to you, they use salt water because there's no adverse effect to the fuel cell.
The Pentagon flew a lieutenant colonel in last week to look at Meyer's invention. There's talk of possibly using it in the Star Wars defense program and to run Army tanks. Myers is currently perfecting a water fuel cell for cars. It will cost about $1,500. He says it won't need any maintenance and you won't have to replace it.
And he had other technologies that already had national security orders on them. My group was going to acquire them. It's a very interesting story. It had a toroid, it looked like a donut, that had a national security order on it from the 80s that would run your house. My science advisor and team went to go see this after his heirs made it available for a group to buy. We, at that time, didn't have the resources to get it. An engineering group got it. They were all subsequently assassinated, all of them, except one. One survived. That was up in Michigan. So people don't realize the kind of things that will be done to maintain the hegemony over a fossil fuel based or nuclear power based and utility based centralized energy generation system that benefits a very small.
Likewise,